Hello, good morning. This is JEE Advanced Problem 2025, and this is from common problem for both the topics parabola and integration. So take a look at the question, what it says. Let S denote the locus of midpoints of the chords of the parabola y square equal to x, such that the area of the region enclosed between the parabola and the chord is 4/3. Let R denote the region lying in the first quadrant enclosed by the parabola y square equal to x. The curve S and the lines x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 4, then which of the following statements are true? So first we will calculate y square is equal to x parabola's midpoint of the chord. Generally, we will indicate S, the letter S with y square minus x. Of course, it represents curve equation. And if P x1 y1 be any midpoint, then chord equation, of course, midpoint of chord also, it will be called midpoint of chord. Then it will be S1 is equal to S11. Of course, also in some books, it will be indicated with the T is equal to S1. Actually, it's a simple notation only. So what it means is S1 means, so take this equation, one y value will be replaced by y1. Okay, and then minus, okay, I will tell you here the notation parts. For example, P point is x1, y1 and Q point is x2, y2. And S be any curve. Let us consider S is equal to y square minus 4x is a parabola. S1 indicates if it was in multiplication, for example, x square, you can write x into x. If it is y square, you can write y into y. If it is 2x, then you can write x plus x. If it is 2y, you can write y plus y. If it is x, you have to write 1/2 of x plus x. Yes or no? And y also represented by 1/2 of y plus y. Okay. So these are it will help us to indicate these notations. Y square means one y value will be replaced by y1 and the other y value will be still y only. That means y1. Minus 4a into x value will be replaced by 1/2 of x plus x1. Of course, these two got cancelled. So S1 means y1 minus 2a of x plus x1. Similarly, S2 means y2 minus 2a of x plus x2. And next S11 means, so there are two complete in y square, y into y, both are replaced by y1. That's what S11 means. So y1 into y1 minus 2a of x1 plus x1. Of course, it will be y1 square minus 4a x1. This is what y1. Similarly, if you want S12, then y1, y2 minus 2a of x1 plus x2. So this is the notation part. I think you know this kind of notation values, then you can see here S1 means y1 from this equation. For this equation, y1 in the place of x here, the place of x, you can write x plus x1. This is what the notation of S1. And this is equal to S11 means y1 square minus x1. So this is the equation of a chord whose midpoint is x1, y1. Do cross multiplication. Okay, now here we can do cross multiplication. The LCM part was 2 here. 2 into y1 minus x minus x1 equal to y1 square minus x1. And now do cross multiplication again. 2y1 minus x minus x1 equal to 2y1 square minus 2x1. So moving on the same side. So what you can do, so make this minus x as a positive x and move all these two numbers to left side. 2y1 minus 2y1 square plus 2x1. That means 2y1 minus 2y1 square plus x1 is equal to x. Okay, this is what tangent chord of contact, not tangent. This is midpoint of chord. This is equation of midpoint of chord. Okay, now see the diagram. Actually, we need to find out this area. So for that, we need this point of intersections by this line and the parabola. So for a point of intersections of line and parabola. Okay. The parabola was y square is equal to x, and the line equation was x is equal to 2y1 minus 2y1 square plus x1. Okay, say it is first equation and second equation. Solving 1 and 2. Solving 1 and 2, you can replace x value by y square, okay, in second equation. So then y square equal to, look at the second equation. I am changing the second equation. Here I am replacing this x value by y square. 2y1 minus 2y1 square plus x1. Okay, moving on the same side. Y square minus 2y y1 plus 2y1 square minus x1 is equal to 0. This is a quadratic equation in terms of y. So it has two different roots. The roots are the point of intersection of values. Okay. So y is equal to minus b plus or minus root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. So comparing this quadratic equation, y square minus 2y1 plus 2y1 square minus x1 with ay square. So a value 1, the b value minus 2y1 and c value 2y1 square minus x1. Minus b means 2y1 plus or minus root of b square means 4y1 square minus 4a and c 2y1 square minus x1 by 2a 2 into 1. Now 2 is equal, y is equal to, you can cancel 2y1 plus or minus, you can move this 4 from outside of this entire square root. So then it will be 2 times of y1 square minus 2y1 square minus of minus plus x1 divided by 2. 2 got cancelled. So y1 plus or minus root of x1 minus y1 square. So the roots we found just now, the roots. Now after finding these y values, calculate of the region bounded between these line and parabola. Let us consider these roots are, one is alpha and one is beta, where alpha comma beta are these values. Alpha is y1 plus root of x1 minus y1 square. Beta is take for alpha plus and okay, alpha for minus and beta for plus. Okay, and x line minus x parabola dy, that is equal to alpha and beta. X line means, so we have here, copy this entire equation, 2y y1 2y y1 minus 2y1 square 2y1 square plus x1. This is entire midpoint of the chord. This is x line minus x parabola is x is equal to y square. X is equal to y square dy. Okay. Okay, but from the integration part, so 2 into y integration y square by 2, 2 got cancelled into y1, where y1 is a number, minus 2 y1 square with respect y we are doing integration, so it will be into y plus x1 into also y minus y1 y square integral y cube by 3, and it is completely under limits alpha and beta, where alpha is equal to y1 minus root of x1 minus y1 square and beta is equal to y1 plus root of x1 minus y1 square. Here we will substitute the limiting values. So y1 into, so let's calculate y1 into y square means first upper limit. Upper limit means beta square minus alpha square. Okay. Minus 2 y1 square into beta minus alpha plus x1 into beta minus alpha minus 1 by 3 into beta cube minus alpha cube. Okay. So y1 of how it look like? Beta square minus alpha square is, okay, you can see here alpha and beta values. A plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. For example, say alpha is equal to a minus b and beta is equal to a plus b. Then alpha beta square minus alpha square equal to a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square. How much is this? A square, b square cancel, 4ab. Okay, we will write 4ab here. 4 into a is a into b. A into b is what? A into b. A is y1 and b is root of, right? 4ab means 4 into y1 into root of x1 minus y1 square. This is what 4ab. Minus 2 y1 square, beta minus alpha. So beta minus alpha is y1 got cancelled. And 2 times of root x1 minus y1 square. And also x1 of beta minus alpha again. So 2 times of root x1 minus y1 square. This is the big, big task. 1 by 3 of beta cube minus alpha cube. Okay, now we need to calculate. Beta we already discussed, right? Consider beta cube minus alpha cube. Beta is a plus b whole cube minus alpha is a minus b whole cube. So try to expand it. A cube plus 3a square b plus 3ab square plus b cube minus a cube plus 3a square b minus 3a b square plus b cube. Okay, these two things got cancelled. 6a square b plus 2b cube. Okay, you can take 2b common, 2b common, or 3a square.
So 6a square b plus 2b cube. So you can take 2b as a common factor, then 3a square left from the first number and b square from the second. Of course, you can leave this common factor. It's not needed. Okay, we will consider this entire value. y1 square, b means root of x1 minus y1 square plus 2b cube. B cube means x1 minus y1 square power 3 by 2. Okay. So we will substitute here in this bracket. Okay, I will write it into the next step. Minus 1 by 3 of 6y1 square into root of x1 minus y1 square plus 2 of x1 minus y1 square power 3 by 2. Okay, we will multiply 4y1 square into root of x1 minus y1 square minus 2 2s are 4y1 square into root of x1 minus y1 square. Okay, these two things got cancelled. Plus 2x1 into root of x1 minus y1 square. Okay, if you multiply, 6 and 3 got cancelled. So 2y1 into root of x1 minus y1 square. No. And next minus 2 by 3 into x1 minus y1 square power 3 by 2. Here you can see 2x1 and this term and this term. What is the common factor in this two terms. So 2 root x1 minus y1 square is a common factor. Then you can see x1 minus y1. And also this is minus 2 by 3 x1 minus y1 square power 3 by 2. So if you see, if you multiply these two things together, then x1 minus y1 square power 3 by 2 minus 2 by 3 of x1 minus y1 square power 3 by 2. So you can take 2 into x1 minus y1 square power 3 by 2 as a common factor, 1 minus 1 by 3. Of course, it is 2 by 3 and 4 by 3. So 4 by 3 into x1 minus y1 square power 3 by 2. But it was given as 4 by 3. So area is 4 by 3. 4 by 3, 4 by 3 got cancelled. 1 is equal to x1 minus y1 square power 3 by 2. So this implies x1 minus y1 square is equal to 1 and x1 is equal to 1 plus y1 square. Now we will verify option by option. Verify options. So if you see first option, the first option says 4 comma root 3 belongs to S. This is a locus. This is a locus, okay. 4 comma root 3 belongs to S, he said. So substitute 4, 1 plus 3 belongs to S is true. So option A is correct. You see option B, 5 comma root 2. 5 comma root 2 belongs to S. So x value 5, 1 plus 2, it's not belongs to S. So this is incorrect. And C, area R is 14 minus 2 root 3. Area R is 14 minus 2 root 3. Option C, first quadrant region. First Q1 region under x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 4, they are asking. And we have curves. We have curves. X is equal to y square and x is equal to y square plus 1. The present locus what we got here. Okay, take these two values. Since the upper limit and lower limit are 1, 2, 4, so you can write root x minus root of x minus 1 dx. So root x integral x 2 by 3 x power 3 by 2 minus this one also 2 by 3 x minus 1 power 3 by 2 under the limits 1 to 4. So 2 by 3 you can take outside as a common factor. First we will substitute 4. 4 power 3 by 2 minus 4 minus 1, 3 power 3 by 2. This is upper limit. Minus if you check lower limit, 1 minus of 1 minus 1, 0. This is lower limit. So 2 by 3 of 4 power 3 by 2 means 2 square, 2 cube is 8 minus 3 root 3 minus 1. Try to multiply the values, or 2 by 3 of 8 minus 1 is 7 minus 3 root 3. Multiply 14 by 3 minus 3 got cancelled, 2 root 3. So 14 minus 2 root 3 is a correct answer. You can check the option C. 14 by 3 minus 2 root 3 is the area in the first quadrant. Yes, it is correct. 14 by 3 minus 2 root 3. So option C is correct. Obviously, option D is incorrect. area we already calculated. 14 by 3 minus 2 root 3. It's not like option D. So option D is wrong. So overall, correct answers are A and C are answers of this question.